Good morning. Mark Rodrigue. I am a disability program navigator with the Central Western Workforce Region here in Maine, working out of the career centers in 5 different counties.
And I'm Jennifer Simpson. I'm the Director of HR for a company called Custom Disability Solutions. We're located in South Portland next to the Marriott. It is my pleasure to come and talk to you about accommodations and what an employer thinks about. And a little bit of background about me that you might not know is, I've been in HR for 10 years. I drive all of the employment processes at Custom Disability Solutions and making sure that people feel valued and that they are important to our business. And I believe that people that need accommodations are extremely easy to accommodate if you listen and then you have an ongoing dialogue with that person about what it is that you need to be successful. So what I'd like to talk about today is really what the employer thinks about when someone needs an accommodation, whether they're in the applicant process or they're already employed and something happens to them and they can't do the job without, maybe something different. And I'd also like to talk about, what an HR person thinks about. And then I'd like to share with you some stories, some firsthand experiences that we've had working with people with disabilities in my company. And, I would welcome any questions as I go through, the material that I'm going to talk about.
The first thing that I'd like to do is ask individuals in the room who are wearing contacts to come over to this side of the room.
No one. Oh, it's just me.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow. If you're wearing contacts, come over to this side of the room. All right. Wearing contacts. I'd like the next group, those of you wearing eyeglasses, to go to the other side of the room. Not if you have to, but if you are wearing them. All right. That's interesting. I expected more people with contacts, actually, but that's okay. My hope with this exercise is to just get you thinking about accommodations, people who might be approaching you if you're an employer, people who you might be out there marketing and promoting if you're a job developer or an employment specialist. Kind of goes to the whole disclosure, I guess, question that I have around when do you disclose, why do you disclose. If you were to take a look around the room and I asked you to point to the group that you thought had a disability, which group would you point to? Not everybody point at one time.
I can't see. Put your contacts in.
You can't. Me, yes, yes. Well, as I look around, I appreciate that nobody's pointing. I think that's absolutely wonderful. The reality is that if you're an individual wearing eyeglasses, in some way you may be disclosing to an employer that you might have a disability. And the variety of visual impairments that would be corrected wearing eyeglasses, and there are some that may not. As you look at these folks, you wouldn't notice anything about them if they were among you, as they are, because there's no visual cue to prompt you to think that they have a disability. Individuals with mental illness, oftentimes, hidden disability, you don't see it.